everyone, and welcome back to Chef Sammy's Food Journey. Today we'll be making a jerk turkey sweet potato lasagna. Stay tuned and follow along for the journey. So today we'll start by, here we have our ingredients. So we have our cheese, our pasta sauce, our ricotta, our turkey, our lasagna sheets, our basil. And these are just a few of the ingredients that we'll be working with today. First, we're going to start off by preparing our sweet potato. And today we'll be using just half of a sweet potato. And we'll be cutting our potato. Well, first we'll be peeling it because we do not want the skins in our lasagna. So we're going to go ahead and peel our potato. Peeling our potato, making sure we remove all the skin, and then we're going to go ahead and slice our potato. Our potato was previously washed before we started. We're going to go ahead and slice our potato into nice slices. We only used a half of a potato because we're not making a large pan of lasagna, just a small pan, so a half of a sweet potato is sufficient. Alright, there you have it. Our potatoes are nicely done. We now move on to preparing our ground turkey. So we go ahead and add a little bit of vinegar into our ground turkey with some water just to wash it and clean it. The meat must be properly washed and cleaned before we cook it. And then we move on to preparing our pots for the items that we will be cooking. So first we have our pot with our boiling water for our lasagna sheets. And we went ahead and add a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt into the water and we're going to bring it to a boil, and then we will add in our lasagna sheets. And then while that's being done, we will move on to preparing our ground turkey. So we're going to go ahead and chop up an onion. Go ahead, chop up an onion, add a little bit of oil into our pot. And we're going to also add a little bit of garlic into our pot as well. So we're going to add, so we have our onions, we have our garlic, and then we're going to go ahead and mix everything. And then we're going to go in with our ground turkey. Going to add our ground turkey into the pot, and then we're going to go in, because as I said before, we'll be making a jerk turkey sweet potato lasagna. So we're going to go in and add some Walker's Wood jerk seasoning into our ground turkey, just to give it that little spice, that nice spice kick. And we use hot and spicy. Yes, and we used about a teaspoonful. Spice it up a bit. And then you can always add less depending on your spice tolerance. Then we're going to go in with some roasted garlic and herb seasoning. And then we're going to add some paprika just to give it a little bit of color, give the meat a little bit of color. And we're going to go ahead and mix everything all in. So mix everything all in, make sure everything is nicely incorporated. All the flavors are coming together. All the flavors come together, you mix everything all in. And while we're mixing, we'll also be mincing up the meat as well. Making sure that all the meat is being minced properly. We're going to go in and add a little bit more paprika. Just to add some more color and a little bit of complete seasoning to boost up the taste and the flavor of it. And again, we'll still be mincing our meat. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and add in a little bit more of our Walker's Wood seasoning just because it wasn't as spicy, so we Add a little bit more just to take up the flavor a little bit higher. And then we're going to go in with our sauce, our red sauce. So we add in our sauce a little at a time. Then mix it all in. Mix it up, mix it up. Everything is nicely in. Then we go in and add the rest of it. And we mix everything all in. Mix everything all in. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. All the seasonings are well inside. The onions, the garlic. Just mix everything all in. And then I also like to add tomato paste as well. That also gives it a nice flavor. And also adds more sauce to it. Makes it more saucy. Right, there you have it. It's simmering down nicely. There you have our pasta sheets boiling nicely. All right, now you have it. So we have our pasta, our meat, and we took out our sweet potatoes. And now it's time to assemble our dish. So we're gonna start by placing our ground turkey in our dish. The ground turkey, the meat sauce is always at the bottom. And then we're gonna go in and layer our lasagna. So then the layer will be our pasta sheets, which we have 3 sheets that we'll be laying down. Alright, so we have our 3 sheets. Then we have our ricotta mixture. We're going to go in and add our ricotta mixture. It's coming out. Yeah, so there you have our ricotta mixture. And we're going to go ahead and get a spatula and just spread that out nicely. Spread that out nice and easy onto our pasta. Spread it out so that every area gets a little bit of ricotta. Spread it out nice and easy. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as it's spread it out, that's what matters. Then we're gonna go ahead and add some cheese, which we're using mozzarella and also Parmesan. So it's a blend, mozzarella and Parmesan. So we add that on today, and then we're gonna go in with our potato slices, our sweet potato. So we add our sweet potato. Just place it all over. Nice and easy. And then we go back now with our turkey mix. We add our turkey mix on top. So it's just layers. Different layers of the lasagna. So to make sure each layer is nicely layered, so when it's finished, everything just comes right together. So we put a nice amount of our meat sauce on top. There you got it. The steam is coming out. It's nice and hot. And you just spread it out evenly. And then we're going to go back in now with our ricotta mixture again. So you just keep doing the same thing over and over basically. So we're going with our ricotta mixture, get everything out. Go in with our ricotta mixture. And then we're gonna go ahead and spread it all over evenly. Spread it. And then we're gonna add some more cheese. Add some more cheese, and then sweet potato. This will be the last of our sweet potato. So we're adding everything that's left. So every area has sweet potato. And then we're finishing up our lasagna. So we're going to go ahead and put our lasagna sheets on top. So we place our 3 lasagna sheets on top. And then with the remaining meat sauce, we're just gonna put that in there. Just gonna tuck it somewhere in there because we don't want to waste anything. And then we're gonna go ahead and just cheese it all up because the lasagna is basically finished. So we're gonna put the finishing touches on it by just packing it up with cheese, filling it up with cheese, topping it off with cheese. And you can put as little or as much cheese as you would like. But I like it cheesy, so I put a lot of cheese. And the cheeses that we're using are mozzarella and Parmesan. So it's a blend. So we cheese it up nicely, making sure that every area has cheese on it. Cheese it up and we just make sure it's laid down flat. Now our lasagna has some hanging off parts from the lasagna. Some of the sheets are hanging, so we're just gonna go ahead and just trim that off. Trim it off so it has a nicer look. And then we're gonna go ahead and place our lasagna in the oven. And that's gonna bake for 30 minutes. Alright, and there you have it. There goes our lasagna. It's nice and brown, crispy. You can see it's bubbling. Nice and hot. Look at that. It's golden. It's pretty. Yes, you just want to get right in. Alright, so our lasagna had to cool. So we let our lasagna cool for about 30 minutes. About 20 or 30 minutes before cutting it. Because if you cut in while it's hot, it's just going to break all apart. So after it's cool, we're going to go ahead and cut our lasagna. Cut a nice slice. And there you go. There you have it. It's a cheese pull. It's juicy. It's moist. Yeah. You can see the sweet potato in it. It's moist. It's just goodness. Stuff is coming out. It's fully packed and loaded. And there you have it. our jerk turkey sweet potato lasagna. Thank you for watching.